So many years ago, I was going to this psychologist, and there was this woman at college that I was infatuated with. There was this woman at college I really wanted to date. I mean, I kind of knew her, but she was kind of an acquaintance. I was obsessed, and she didn't want to date me. You know, she gave me the time of day a little bit. She flirted with me a little bit, but she didn't really like me. And, you know, the psychologist didn't know much about her. I didn't know much about her. And I asked the psychologist, why doesn't she want to date me? You know, like, why doesn't she want to be my friend? Why doesn't she want to socialize with me? And to my knowledge, this woman didn't know how to play tennis. Maybe she did. I don't know. I don't know much about. I didn't know much about her. And his explanation was, this woman, she's an expert tennis player. You know, she wants to play tennis with other experts. She wants to, you know, have a challenging matchup. You're a beginner tennis player, you know. Beginner tennis players need to play tennis with other beginners. Expert tennis players don't want to play with beginners. And I said to him, you know, obviously when I played video games, I was an expert video game player. And I used to train my friends to get good and to get on my level. I'd let them win. So couldn't she train me to be an expert tennis player? He's like, no. Expert tennis players only want to play with expert tennis players. I get what he was saying now in hindsight. You know, she was a woman who was concerned about the future, who probably wanted a promising career and a successful boyfriend. Me, I was a man-child who was on the path to the psychiatric hospital. And, you know, besides, actually, in hindsight, when I think back to the friends I played video games with, many of them didn't even like playing. You know, they were beginners, they didn't like the game, and I was trying to train them to get good like me, but they didn't even like playing video games with me. Because you know, I was way too good for them. You know, I was out of their league. I was out of this friend's league when it came. I mean, I guess if he trained enough at home, he could get on my level, but I was out of his league, you know? At least at the time, you know, maybe if he trained hard and came back with determination, he could get good like me. But yeah, like what the hell? Like, was the psychologist trolling me? I mean, what the hell was the tennis analogy? You know, I mean, I bet he's like, instead of saying you're a man-child and she's out of your league, he says she's an expert tennis player. It's like, okay.